Your body weakens first here. Fix polycystic ovary syndrome and reclaim your energy with these foods. Are you tired, just so deeply tired, of feeling like you are fighting a battle inside your own body every single day? Are you exhausted from the relentless fatigue that no amount of coffee seems to touch? The confusing and painful cycles, the frustration of unexplained weight gain that clings to you no matter how little you eat, and the feeling of looking in the mirror and not recognizing the person staring back? Do you feel that creeping anxiety about what this all means for your future, for your fertility, for your long-term health? A constant hum of worry beneath the surface? Good news. The answers you are searching for might not be found in another restrictive diet or a complex medical regimen, but in a gentle ancient wisdom that has cultivated peace and balance for thousands of years. The path to healing, as understood by monastic traditions, isn't about fighting your body. It's about listening to it, nourishing it, and calming the internal storm. In today's video, we are diving deep into this profound wisdom to reveal where the body truly weakens first with polycystic ovary syndrome, a place most Western medicine overlooks. And we will reveal the specific nourishing foods that can help you fix this imbalance and finally reclaim your precious energy. So stick around, because you don't want to miss these life-changing insights that go beyond surface symptoms to heal the root cause. Before we begin this journey together, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Let me know in the comments below, and feel free to share any questions you have, or just one word that describes your journey so far. Your voice is so welcome here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Sacred Women's Health, where we explore healing for the mind, body, and spirit. First, let's talk about this place where the weakening begins, the true root of the imbalance that we call polycystic ovary syndrome. When we live with polycystic ovary syndrome, it is so easy to feel that our bodies have betrayed us or that we have somehow failed. We look at our ovaries on an ultrasound, we see the numbers on a lab report, and we think the problem starts there. But the wisdom of Buddhist traditions, which is deeply intertwined with ancient Eastern medicine, looks at the body as a holistic system, an ecosystem of energy. From this perspective, the problem doesn't start with the ovaries. The ovaries are simply the place where the symptoms are shouting the loudest. The weakening begins much earlier and much deeper in what is often called the digestive core or the transformative energy. This is your body's innate ability to take in food, experiences, and stress, and transform them into vital life force, or ki. In our modern, high-stress world, this core energy system becomes overwhelmed. It's weakened by constant stress, by foods that are difficult to process, by environmental toxins, and by a mind that is always running. When this core fire is weakened, it can no longer properly transform what we consume. Instead of creating energy, it creates a kind of metabolic sludge, what ancient traditions call dampness. This dampness is heavy, it's sticky, and it accumulates. It shows up as the fatigue that weighs down your limbs, the brain fog that clouds your thoughts, the stubborn weight that won't release, and yes, the cysts that form on the ovaries. This is not your fault. It is not a personal failure. It is the body's logical response to an overwhelming imbalance. You are not broken. Your body is just sending desperate signals for help, signals that most of us were never taught how to read. And you are so far from being alone in this. Millions upon millions of women are walking this same confusing, painful path right now, feeling isolated and misunderstood. But here, in this space, you are seen, you are understood, and you are supported. We are going to gently take the pressure off, quiet the noise, and begin to offer your body the safety and nourishment it needs to find its way back to harmony. The very first step on this path, before we even speak of a single food, is something central to all monastic life. It is the practice of mindful eating. This might sound too simple, too basic, but it is perhaps the most powerful intervention you can make. In Buddhist practice, Mindfulness, or sati, is the art of paying attention, on purpose, in the present moment, without judgment. When we apply this to eating, we radically change our biology. Most of us eat in a state of stress. We eat while scrolling on our phones, while working, while watching television, or while worrying about the day. When your mind is stressed, your body enters a fight or flight state. In this state, digestion is considered non-essential. Your body literally shuts down the complex processes of breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. So even if you are eating the perfect polycystic ovary syndrome diet, your body isn't receiving it. It's creating more inflammation and more dampness. Mindful eating is the antidote. It activates the rest and digest nervous system. Can just changing how you eat really impact your hormones? Yes, profoundly. When you sit down, take a deep breath and give your food your full, gentle attention. You send a powerful signal of safety to every cell in your body. This signal lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. Lower cortisol is the key to improving insulin sensitivity, which is the absolute cornerstone of managing polycystic ovary syndrome. Your body cannot heal when it thinks it is in danger. Mindful eating is the act of telling your body, you are safe, you can relax, you can digest, you can heal. So how do we practice this? It's simple, but not easy. Put your phone away. Sit at a table. Look at your food. Notice the colors, the smells. Take a bite, and then, this is the most important part. Put your fork down. Chew your food. Chew it until it is liquid. 30, even 40 times. Taste the flavors. Notice the textures. Feel gratitude for the nourishment. Then swallow, take a breath, and pick up your fork for the next bite. Doing this for just one meal a day begins to repattern your entire nervous system. It calms the internal fire and prepares your digestive core to properly receive the healing foods we are about to discuss. This practice is the foundation. It prepares the soil. But that's just the beginning. Now that we've prepared the body to receive, what is the first food we should offer it to begin clearing the dampness and cooling the fire of inflammation? Can I ask you something? How many times have you felt completely alone, struggling to understand what is happening to your body, as if no one around you could truly comprehend the exhaustion and the pain? How many times have you been told to just lose weight or just relax by people who have no idea about the storm raging inside you? I know how much that hurts, and you are not alone in this fight. It is an invisible battle, and you are a warrior for facing it every day. If you feel this way, if you have ever felt this isolation, leave a comment right now saying, I understand this struggle. Write exactly that. Your message, your acknowledgement, might be the very thing that gives strength to another woman who is reading this at 3 a.m, feeling defeated and needing to know that she is not alone. Let's create a wave of understanding for each other. Now, let's talk about the first food group that is essential in a monastic, balancing diet for cooling inflammation. We turn to the power of dark, leafy greens. Think of spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, bok choy, and dandelion greens. In Eastern medicine, these foods are not just sources of vitamins. They have an energetic property. They are cooling in nature. This means they directly help to clear the heat from the body. This heat is what we call inflammation. It's the fire that drives insulin resistance, disrupts ovulation, and contributes to symptoms like acne and agitation. The bitter flavor, especially in greens like dandelion or kale, is also prized. Why? Because the bitter flavor has a draining action. It helps the body purge that stagnant dampness we spoke of earlier. It's like a gentle, internal cleanse that supports your liver, which is your body's main filter for excess hormones. Of course, we also know from a Western perspective that these greens are nutritional powerhouses. They are overflowing with magnesium, a mineral that calms the nervous system, eases anxiety, and helps improve insulin sensitivity. They are rich in B vitamins, which are crucial for your liver to process and detoxify hormones, and for your body to create stable energy. They are also packed with fiber that feeds your gut microbiome, the community of bacteria that effectively runs your immune system, regulates your mood, and plays a critical role in your hormone balance. But aren't these just vegetables? Can a salad really be powerful enough to fight polycystic ovary syndrome? Their power is not in a single dramatic effect. Their power is in their consistency and their profound ability to change your internal environment. You are not taking a pill to mask a symptom. You are consuming life force, chlorophyll, and cooling energy that, day by day, rebuilds your gut, calms the fire, and gives your body the tools it needs to drain the stagnation. How do we apply this? The key is to make them a significant part of your plate, not just a garnish. Aim for at least 2 large, overflowing handfuls every single day. Steaming them or lightly sautéing them in a little avocado or olive oil is often easier on the digestive core than eating them raw, especially if your digestion is already weak. Add a huge handful of spinach to a smoothie. Saute bok choy with a little ginger. Make kale a base for your lunch. This consistent influx of cooling, draining, and nourishing energy is a fundamental step. Before we continue, if this information is resonating with you, if you're feeling a sense of hope, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss any of our upcoming tips. It truly helps support the channel. So, greens are essential for clearing the system and cooling the fire. But we also must address the constant energy crashes and stabilize our blood sugar, which is the lifeline to hormonal harmony. The next food we will discuss is a humble, ancient grain that monks and sages have relied on for centuries to maintain steady, calm energy for hours. Many women with polycystic ovary syndrome have been taught to fear carbohydrates. We are told they are the enemy, that they spike our insulin and make everything worse. But this is a painful oversimplification. The truth, as ancient wisdom has always known, is that the body needs clean, sustainable energy to function. Trying to run a body that is already stressed and depleted on no fuel is like trying to heal in the middle of a famine. It just creates more stress, raises cortisol, and can make the hormonal chaos even worse. A key is not no carbs, but the right carbs. We must turn away from the refined, processed, and empty carbs of the modern diet and embrace the whole, complex, grounding grains that have sustained humanity. Specifically, we turn to millet and buckwheat. These are not filler foods. They are medicine. They are both naturally gluten-free, which is important as many women with polycystic ovary syndrome have a sensitivity to gluten that drives inflammation. But more importantly, they are slow-release energy. When you eat a portion of millet, it breaks down slowly in your system, giving you a gentle, steady supply of glucose. This prevents the dramatic blood sugar and insulin spikes that are the hallmark of polycystic ovary syndrome. When your insulin is stable and low, it's like a peaceful signal to your ovaries. It tells them, all is well. You can be calm. You do not need to overproduce androgens. This is how we stop the cascade of symptoms at the source. But I thought carbs make polycystic ovary syndrome worse? Refined carbs do. White bread, pastries, sugar, and white flour act like rocket fuel, spiking your insulin and feeding the fire of inflammation. But these ancient grains are like steady, seasoned wood for your digestive core. In Eastern medicine, millet is particularly prized. It is considered alkalizing to the body, helping to counteract the acidic state that inflammation creates. It is also one of the few grains that is said to help drain dampness, supporting the very healing process we are aiming for. Monks valued these grains because they provided sustained energy for long periods of meditation, without the agitation or fogginess of simple sugars. That is the exact energy we need to heal. How do we use them? Think of them as a small, supportive part of your meal. A portion of about half a cup, cooked, alongside your large portion of leafy greens and a clean protein, is a beautifully balanced plate. This combination creates the middle way, a path of moderation and balance that nourishes rather than deprives. It stabilizes your energy, calms your insulin, and allows your body to finally get off the hormonal roller coaster. We have now calmed the mind with mindfulness and stabilized our core energy with these grains. But we still need to address the excess hormones that are already circulating in the body, driving symptoms like acne, hair loss, and hirsutism. There is a specific simple food that acts like a natural sponge, helping your body to gently and safely remove these excess hormones. This brings us to a tiny, humble seed that holds incredible power: ground flax seeds. This is a perfect example of where modern science beautifully confirms ancient wisdom. For women with polycystic ovary syndrome, one of the most painful parts of the condition is the high level of androgens, like testosterone. These are what drive the physical symptoms that can feel so unfeminine and distressing. Our bodies have a natural system for clearing out excess hormones through the liver and the digestive tract. But when the system is overwhelmed, these androgens recirculate, causing problems. Flax seeds are a unique and powerful tool to support this clearing process. They are rich in a specific type of fiber and a compound called lignans. These lignans are a type of phytoestrogen, but they work in a very beneficial way for polycystic ovary syndrome. They act like a gentle, natural binder. As they move through your digestive tract, they literally bind to excess androgens and help escort them out of your body. Think of them as a gentle daily detoxification service, specifically for the hormones that are causing you distress. This helps to lower the overall androgen load, which can lead to clearer skin, reduced unwanted hair growth, and can even help promote healthier hair on your head. Beyond the lignans, flax seeds are also a fantastic source of soluble fiber, which feeds your good gut bacteria, and they are packed with anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Can 2 tablespoons of seeds really make a difference in my hormones? Yes, because healing polycystic ovary syndrome is not about one magic bullet. It is about a dozen small, consistent, gentle actions that, when combined, create a massive shift in your body's environment. Buddhist healing is always about removing the obstacles and allowing the body to return to its natural, balanced state. Flax seeds are a tool that directly removes the obstacle of excess androgen. The practical application is very important. You must use ground flax seeds, often called flax meal. Whole flax seeds will just pass right through your body undigested, and you will get none of the benefits. You can buy them pre-ground or grind them yourself in a coffee grinder. Aim for 1 to 2 tablespoons every single day. You can stir them into your millet or oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or sprinkle them over your vegetables. Their nutty flavor is mild and easy to incorporate. This simple, daily act provides your body with the exact tool it needs to clean house. We have now addressed the mind, the inflammation, the energy stabilization, and the excess hormones. There is one final element we need to bring in. We need to ignite the digestive fire and add warmth and movement to the system to fully dissolve the cold stagnation of dampness. For this, we turn to the warming spices that are the heart of monastic medicine. The final piece of this healing puzzle, deeply revered in monastic kitchens, is the use of warming, moving spices. Specifically, we are talking about ginger and turmeric. If we think of polycystic ovary syndrome in the Eastern model as a condition of coldness and stagnation, a digestive fire that has gone dim, allowing dampness to accumulate, and these spices are the warm, bright sun that brings everything back to life. Let's start with ginger. Fresh ginger root is considered a profound medicine for the digestive core. It is warming. It ignites that low digestive fire, helping your body to properly break down food and absorb nutrients. It dispels coldness from the center of the body. It also improves circulation, which is crucial. Stagnation is the problem. Movement is the solution. Ginger gets the blood and energy moving, helping to deliver nutrients to your cells and carry waste away. It is also fantastic for nausea and bloating, which many women with polycystic ovary syndrome suffer from. Then we have turmeric. Turmeric, and its active compound curcumin, is perhaps the most studied and potent natural anti-inflammatory substance on the planet. It directly confronts the fire of inflammation that drives insulin resistance and disrupts your hormones. But it's also considered a moving spice, helping to break up stagnation, particularly in the liver, which is so crucial for hormone balance. Together, this duo is incredibly powerful. I've heard of these, but do they really work for something as complex as polycystic ovary syndrome? Think of your body as a pond that has become stagnant and murky. The greens help filter the water. The flax seeds help bind the pollutants. But ginger and turmeric are like the fresh, flowing stream that is diverted into the pond. They create flow. They create movement. They change the entire ecosystem. They don't just put a bandage on a symptom. They help to change the underlying environment from one of stagnation to one of vitality. How do we use them? The best way is fresh. Start your day with a simple tea made from a few slices of fresh ginger root steeped in hot water. Grate fresh ginger and fresh turmeric using gloves as turmeric stains into your vegetable sauce or into your millet as it cooks. A key tip: always add a tiny pinch of black pepper when you use turmeric. The piperine in black pepper increases your body's ability to absorb the healing curcumin by up to 2,000%. This daily practice of adding warmth and movement is the catalyst that enhances all the other steps we've taken, bringing your system back into a beautiful, harmonious flow. We have covered so much ground today, traveling from the stressed, modern mind to the ancient, peaceful wisdom of the monastery. We've learned that the body's weakening doesn't start in the ovaries, but in the digestive core. We've learned to calm the system with mindfulness, cool the fire with greens, stabilize our energy with ancient grains, clear excess hormones with flax, and ignite our internal fire with ginger and turmeric. This is not a restrictive diet. It is a loving, compassionate return to balance. It is a way of eating and being that declares peace with your body. If you made it this far, it means you are searching for answers, relief, and a deep, lasting hope. You are tired of the fight, and you are ready for a path of gentle, sustainable healing. This channel was created exactly for that, to help you understand your body, not as an enemy, but as a wise friend who is trying to communicate with you. It was created to help you regain control, not through force, but through understanding, and to find solutions that actually work by honoring your whole self. You are not alone here. We are building a safe space, a community where women like you can find support, validation, and real information that makes a difference, blending the best of ancient wisdom with modern understanding. If this is the kind of guidance you've been looking for, if you feel a sense of calm or hope just by listening to this, I warmly invite you to subscribe now and turn on the notifications. Every video we create is another step toward a healthier, happier, and more beautifully balanced you. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Be well,